Hey, happy Wednesday. We are going to do a quick 50-minute yin to get us going, then flow into a nice 30-minute vinyasa, and then end with a nice 50-minute yin. So cheers to your Wine Wednesday. Thank you for coming to your mat, for getting grounded, and sharing your energy and your time. So as we come to our mat, let's land in a nice wide-legged child's pose, and honoring our hip space, and stretching your arms outward, pressing your palms into the mat. We start to scan the body, taking inventory. Inhale deeply through the nose, open up your mouth. Let go of some of that heat from your day. Think about transferring it, transitioning it onto your mat. And as we come to our mat, know that this is our sacred space, our time, our energy, and everything moving through the practice is what you create. So if you set an intention for your practice, and that can be a word, a thought, anything that's going to honor your movement, honor what's bringing you to your mat tonight. And scan through and take a bit of inventory of your body. And wiggle your hands, maybe wiggle your toes. And deepen the breath, roots of your belly expand nice and wide, filling up your diaphragm. And on that exhale, deep release. And so as you scan the body, you take inventory, but again, your active lifestyle, things that you've kind of incorporated in now that it's summer, longer, warmer days. And know that as you move through the practice, you might feel new tightness and tension. And I'll always encourage you to honor your body, take breaks or modify anything that you need. Stay in a posture and breathe a little deeper if you need some more time in it. And we will rise from that child's pose, come into a nice tabletop. Hands below your shoulders, knees below your hips. And if that wine is close by, again, we'll do another little cheers. It's a warm day. I'm feeling Chardonnay. Let's rinse through that spine. Hands below shoulders, knees right stacked below your hips. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Press into your hands, feel your spine release. Exhale, rounding, curling. Drop your head. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts up. Exhale, rounding through. I love cat-cow. End of the day, kind of release any compression in our back. Let's come to a nice tabletop. Neutral spine. Gaze between the thumbs, and we're just going to walk the hands a little bit wider, take them, and even just a little bit wider than the mat. Take a deep breath in, and on that exhale, draw your chest down towards the earth. And deepen your breath, and really think about anchoring your heart here. Taking a moment to really build that foundation of your intention in your practice. And that can be a word, a thought, anything that really resonates with your mind, your heart, your body. We're slowly going to come up out of that melted heart. So walk the hands back. Beautiful. Take the knees wide to the edge of the mat, big toes touching. We'll come into a twist. So on that inhale, right hand reaches. Think about stacking your shoulders. Following the gaze, right hand up. And then really pressing into that left knee so you're opening up that inner thigh. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Let's switch to the left side. Inhale. You might feel the hips crack. Opening up. Roll the shoulder back. press through that right hand, press into the right knee, beautiful. Exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Beautiful, and then from here we'll bring the legs back through to a parallel. We'll shift the hips back and then we'll step the right foot through, taking a nice low runner's lunge. Keep the left foot connected to the earth. Nice and relaxed. Gazes down towards that left hip. Think about length running through. Gonna have a bit of a shin splint forming here, so I rub some of my sage into my shin, hoping that it warms it up here through our flow. There's so many benefits to movement. And if we listen and honor our body, if we capture any little kink forming in flow and flesh and bring some heat and warmth into that space, we have a good opportunity of relieving tightness and tension from getting worse. So we got to continue honoring our body every day, and even as those kinks start to approach, we can stretch them out. Send your energy into any space that you're feeling is a little tight or tense. We're going to keep the right heel grounded, shift the hips back. Think about inhale, lifting with length, and on that exhale, and bringing your heart down towards the knee, giving the hamstring this beautiful stretch here. There's so much condensation on my wine glass tonight. It's kind of one of those warmer, rainy kind of days. Let's bring it back forward. Sweep the hands up to the sky. And give a little bit of a back bend. Hands come to heart center. Beautiful stretch on the right side. Bring the hands to the earth. Shift the hips back. Sneak. Place that right knee back beside the left. Hips go back. Send that left foot through. Let's have a sip of wine here before we get into that lunge. And walk those hands back down to the earth. Lunge it out. Gaze comes down towards that right knee. Deepen your breath. Given the circumstances that we woke up today with an opportunity, some possibilities, with a goal or intent in mind and what we wanted to accomplish today, and I'm grateful that yoga was a part of the plan. Stretch out, release any tightness or tension, physically or mentally. If it's building or starting to kind of manifest, take a deep breath in and then release it. See it go, see it through. Shift those hips back, keep the heel grounded, nice hamstring stretch. And heart kind of opens and lifts, and then exhale, bring the gaze down towards the knee. A few more minutes here in our warm-up yin. Keep everything nice and fluid. I'm already starting to sweat. It's a warm day here. And bring length through that hamstring all the way up through to your hip. Flex the toes beautifully. Last breath. Walk those hands forward, sweep up to the sky. Hands come together, little back bend. So Ashley and I did a bunch of tricep and shoulder work today, and I can kind of feel it in our triceps. It is on her Instagram story if you wanted to go check it out. Hands come back to the earth. Shift the hips back. Replace the left leg back. Beautiful. And then from your tabletop, let's go ahead, tuck the toes, send the hips up high to the sky. pedal it out here. Bend the right knee, drop the left heel. And then switch through, bend the left knee, drop the right heel. Switch back through. Bend the knee as much as you'd like, really focusing on that left side. And then switch through. And bring both feet grounded to the earth. Let's walk the hands back towards the feet into a nice forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. And anything that you might be holding on into your shoulders or that upper body, think about shaking it out. Releasing it. We're going to heel toe the feet together and come through this really nice sciatic stretch. So we're going to bend the right knee, pick up the left foot, cross it behind the right leg so that your pinky toes are touching. And then we're going to shift all the weight into that right foot. Even so much so that that left foot feels light. Keep that upper body feeling fluid, earthy. Let the head go. One final breath here. Let's bring that left foot back and bend the knees. Scoop up that right flag, wrap it around the left, the pinky toes touching, and then shift all the weight now onto that left foot. And depending on the tightness through the hamstrings and quads, it might feel deeper or more open. Kind of hang out in the space, think about shifting that weight into the left side. Fill the belly up, exhale. From here, we'll shift back into the right left foot, unravel. We'll slowly roll up to stand. Shoulders, neck, and head are the last to come up. And take a deep breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step hop back into a high plank. Lowering down to the earth for 3, 2, all the way down. Little cobra, hips come down, hands are below shoulders. Let the hips relax into the earth. Take a deep breath. On that exhale, press your hands and your elbows into the mat. Really enjoy a nice little cobra. About 20 seconds before we start rolling through our flow vinyasa. And kind of revisit that inventory and really be honest with yourself. If you want to modify your upward dogs, toothless cobra, do that. If you want to come lower to your knees for your vinyasas, please do. If you want to skip any of the vinyasas, that's always another option as well. Hang out in down dog a little bit longer. Let's tuck the toes, press back onto our knees. Press into our hands. We'll have a sip of wine. Enjoying this beautiful chill mode. In tomorrow's playlist, it's in the park tomorrow, but it will be more of that pride support. So expect some Elton. And by some, I mean a lot. So we're coming through to that tabletop. We'll start with some bird dogs. Now, if you have weights and you want to incorporate weights, that's always an option. So that left leg's going to kick back, send back, nice long line. Extend the right arm forward, take a deep breath. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last 5. And make that connection happen. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, reach. Little pulses here. Up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Right hand comes down. Keep that left leg lifted. Here we go. Toe taps. Go down, up, down, up. I love Ange Joy. And the playlist is there on Spotify. If you enjoyed it, go back, pick what you like out of it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Slide the foot out. Beautiful little side toe taps here. Hands stay below the shoulders. Pulse, 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 pulse. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoo! Slide it back. Keep going. 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Toe tap down. Take it wide. Here we go. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh. Slide it in. Give it a little sit back stretch. Reset. We're moving. Left leg kicks back. Left arm forward. 10 little bird dogs here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. Awesome. Last 1. Hold. Pulse. Pulse. Last 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Toe tap series. Keep that right foot going. Up, down. Here we go for 10. And last 1. Take it wide. You got this. Hands stay grounded. Let's go for 10. And slide it back wide. Let's go for 10. Last 1. Take it wide. 10. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide it back. Take knees in, sit it back for a moment. Ooh, heart rate's lifted. Let's flow, flush it out a little bit here. Tuck the toes, send your hips into a down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, step up, float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, plant your hands, step, hop back, high plank. Rock into those toes, leading with your heart. Lower through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. Now, typically in a vinyasa, we'll dedicate 1 breath to each movement, but tonight we might hang out a little bit longer. And again, encouraging you to honor your body if you need a bit longer in any posture. Hang out as you need. Bend the knees, look forward, step up, float to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the hands up, sink down, chair pose. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Here we go. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get heavy into that right foot. Lift the left. Step it back. Nice wide lunge. Hands reach up to the sky. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the earth. Step back, high plank. We're going to seesaw in a little bit of a plank here. Rock forward on your toes and send back. Toes and back. This is really amazing if you have a shin splint. Rocking out that shin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Vinyasa through lower, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale down. Bending the knees, look forward, step up, float to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Sink down, chair pose. Shoulders soften away from your ears, sink a little bit deeper. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Get heavy to that right foot. The left foot. We're switching legs here. Right leg floats up and then sends back for that nice deep lunge. Hands stay up to the sky. Shoulders roll down away from your ears. Pulse it out for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the earth. Step back, high plank. And seesaw it out for 10. 2, and 1. Lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. Bending the knees, look forward, step hop, float to the top. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, sweep up, sink down. Hands to heart center for this little chair pose. Come back to your word, your thought, your intention. Take a moment. Bring gratitude to you, your practice. Again, being in this moment. Twist. Elbow stays lifted. Sink a little deeper. Beautiful for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step, hop back, high plank. Lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. Big toes touch. That right leg's gonna come up to the sky. Step it through. Warrior 1. And squaring the shoulders with the front of the mat here. Come deep into that lunge and really engaging into that back leg. You want to feel like that left heel is grounding into the earth. Hands to your low back, roll open. Let's pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding that warrior 1, bring the hands back up to the sky. Breath of fire here. Let's flow, flush it out, back to the mat. Step back to your high plank. Here we go, hold high plank for 5, 4, 3. Nice long line to the spine. You can modify if you'd like. We lower through chaturanga. Exhale. Bending the knees, look forward, step, hop, float to the top. Halfway lift, exhale to fold. Whoo! Inhale, rise. Sink down. Hands to heart center. Now, as we bring gratitude to our practice, if there's anyone in particular that you want to send your energy to, and be grateful for them in your life, whether they still are, or maybe they've moved on, passed on, but you want to give them some honor. And it is my grandmother's birthday tomorrow, so I'm going to send her all the love right now. Breathe in deep, celebrating every moment, knowing that we got these awesome angels. Twist it out. Then lift that foot up, sink a little bit deeper, and we come back to the center. Inhale, reach, flush, halfway lift, plant your hands, lower through chaturanga, upward facing dog, exhale, down dog. Forgot that we moved into warrior one slightly different, so big toes touch, left leg lifts, give it a shake, and step it through. Warrior one, hands sweep up to the sky. I can remember the year that this song came out. Such a crucial song for those days. You just want to play the music loud and let something shake. If there's anything that's not serving you right now, take a deep breath in. Shake it off. Hands to the low back, shoulders roll. Let's pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach back up to the sky. Lift with length. Exhale to the earth. Step back, high plank. Again, we hold the high plank. Challenge your core, your spine. Gazes between your thumbs. Rock into your toes. Lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. From here, big toes touch. Right leg's gonna reach up to the sky. Step it through. Open up warrior two. And really lunging into the depth of it. Activate all your strength. Tap into it. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Here we swipe through left arm. We move into a crescent lunge here. Swipe up. Beautiful transition. And take your time with it. We might wobble. We might fall out of it. Move honestly. Have fun with your practice. Hinge forward. Nice long line. Strong spine. Core's engaged. We hold for 3, 2, and twist. If you want, you can connect the elbow onto the knee. Really roll that right shoulder back. Really pressing into those left toes to kind of push you forward into this twist. Awesome. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back through center. Hands to the earth. Bring the left knee down. Relax the left toes. We've been here before, and feel what's different. Gaze down at the left knee. Long line through the hip. Heart rate's going. We're a little bit warmer, or a lot warmer. I got a line of sweat building up on my face. Let's take that heat. Hands to the inside. Heel toe nice and wide. Beautiful. Lift the toes. Lift the knee. Twist it out. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's thread it through. Let's do 10 tonight. Let's get spicy. Inhale, reach up, exhale. Take your time. Move at your pace. We got 5, Final 4. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the hand down to the earth. Relax the knee, come in for that nice wide lizard lunge. If you want, you can rock onto the outside edge of your toes. Enjoy such a nice hip opener here. We want to keep the heart rate quite elevated. We're going to still stay in that flow series. So from here, let's re-ground that right foot, heel toe back through center. Lift the left toes, lift the knee, step back, high plank. Cycle through Vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. Big toes to touch. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Windmill open up, warrior 2. Shoulders roll back. Hands reach up. And here for a few moments and just activate. Really get into a good stretch. Feel that right leg, left heel, deep into that lunge. We sweep through here. Right hand comes up. Move into your crescent lunge. Hands to heart. Hinge forward. Nice long line. Core is active and engaged here. You really want to feel and everything at the center here get really charged up. Pressing into those right toes, we twist it out. Connect the elbow onto the knee. Deep, deep breaths. You're gonna really feel this one in your right hip. And if you're leaning and twisting into it, it does such good things for that right leg. Deep breath. And come back through heart center, hands come down to the inside, heel toe wide. Come onto your knee for a moment, relax. Lunge it out, maybe rock into your toes. This is one of my favorite little lizard lunges. And we got 10 little twists coming up, threading our needle. Tuck those toes, lift the knee, let's twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through. Keep it fluid, and just move organically, whatever feels good here. Slow on your own beat. There's 5. 4 more, breathe through, keep it going. And 2. And 1. Hands come back to the earth. Heel toe through the middle. Step back, high plank. Rock into your toes, lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale down. Bending the knees, look forward, step, hop, float to the top, but stay down for a nice little squat pose. Hands to heart center, kind of just balancing here. Up on those tippy toes. We're building a little bit of sweat here. We're gonna press those legs together, activate them. Then we're just gonna lift 1 inch and down. Let's do that 10 times for 3, 2 with some beebs. Up, down, up, down, up, down. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sit back into a boat pose. Whew. Lift the legs. Let's dip up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hug it in, squeeze. Hold traditional boat pose if you want. You can extend the legs up, reach the arms up. Take it back in. Boat pose, high lows, up, down, up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, hike it in, squeeze it in. Boat pose, any variation. 3, 2, hike it in, last set. Boat pose, high lows. 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze it in, hug it in. Traditional boat pose, any variation. For 3, 2, hug it in. Beautiful, roll back into your seated posture. Beautiful practice. A little cheers. Feel your heartbeat. Honor all your hard work. And I know doing this in the warm heat of the day, it feels a lot like hot yoga. So know that you're moving with intention, releasing toxins, building such beautiful endorphins. And when we have a glass of wine, it just all feels a little better. Sitting tall, long spine. Let's go for a nice forward fold here. Inhale, lift length. Exhale, flush it out. Hands come to the earth. Again, slowly they might walk a little deeper. If you have blocks, bolsters, or anything that you want to support your forward fold, get comfortable. We are moving in to our yin section now. Our hard work is over. We're kind of rolling into the namaste of the practice. And I'm going to talk it out. Most of these postures are fairly straightforward. Once you get into them, it's really about tapping into your breath. If it feels good to close your eyes, please close them. Bring that connection, heighten it through that body and mind awareness. And we have a tendency of holding so much tension in our hips, our low back. So if you're feeling like any tightness or tension is living there right now, think about sending a deep breath into the low back, into your hips. And on the exhale, let it be this long, deep release, like an acknowledgement of that tension, maybe an appreciation of it, what it was there for, what's created it. And then the exhale is that release and moving forward from it. If it feels good to maybe walk the hands even a little bit deeper into this one. Stretch out the spine, feel the length through the vertebrae. And acknowledge how your heart is shifting and changing at a quick pace. And from those boat pose core challenges, right at the end to this moment, that transition that you're guiding your body through, the ability to recover, to soften, to transition. So we're going to walk the hands up out of our fold and take some time to come up. We're going to move into a deer pose. So the right leg is going to stay where it is. We're going to untuck and then move that left knee to be set up right by the right foot. Start square. We will have a sip of wine to honor all your hard work. Let it sink, let it feel celebratory. And for you showing up, we lift with length. We just twist lightly to that right knee and then forward fold into it. And get comfortable, get relaxed. And you think about letting your chest rest on your legs. Think about bringing your forehead down to the earth. Deer pose is such an awakening opener for our hips, our glutes. But first we must give permission to our body to relax. Yeah, so if you feel you have tightness or tension in your face, in your hands, in your wrists, sometimes we even hold our palms together in a fist. So loosen it all. Relax, let go. That wave-like energy ebbing and flowing through you. I did this meditation today that was like fitness focused, kind of mentally preparing ourselves for a training session that could be longer or more challenging, that knowing that our mind will get into those places where we think about giving up before our body would do that. Sometimes we underestimate the power of our body because our mind has a way of kind of ninja tricking us into thinking that we want to give up. But know that your body is so strong. Your body can handle so much. And so in these calming moments, we're thinking about signaling and sending our body that love. Send it that love for working this hard. And I know tonight's practice was definitely more flowy and fun, but there's moments in our life that we definitely challenge ourselves, and whether that's going on longer runs or harder hikes, long walks, high intensity, anything, our mind will tap in a few times in those moments that we're challenging ourselves and really question our will to move on. So keep kind of signaling it, that love. And it's these moments like today, we're not recovering, but we are going definitely a little bit less intense and having a little bit more fun, checking into our body, kind of doing a little tune-up, a little check-in for the mind. Deer pose is an awesome one to do all that too. We'll slowly roll up to seated from there. Shift back, one of my favorite little transitions, kind of windshield wiper the legs side to side. Flip flop, left leg in, right leg to the side. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen, twist, and forward fold. Come into it. Kind of going or staying into that topic about kind of signaling these calming and loving breaths into the body. And it's not always going to be these active intervals that I'm talking about either. I know days at work can be more stressful, or days at home, and chasing the kids, dealing with little tantrums, growing spurts or leap days, as we call them, developmental, or always growing and learning. And we think about those frustrations on days where we're so close at breaking a milestone, but we're just not quite there, and how frustrated we get. And so give yourself that honor space. Know that days will be mentally challenging as well. In these quiet moments, in yoga with a little glass of wine, remember that we'll get through it. You got it. You got everything that you need. And you found your mat. You have a beautiful glass of wine, maybe even a bottle. We gotta have fun with it. Gotta have the ability to tap into some humor, some light-hearted energy. And you know me, and it's hard for me to peel back. I'm one of those go 100 kind of people. And so this whole experience of social distancing, staying at home, has been challenging. But know that we are doing it one day at a time, and kind of seeking new opportunities, having fun with it in our own ways. Final breath on the left side. We slowly roll up. I think I want to do a forward fold, so from here we'll do that quick transition. Lean back, another forward fold. We'll stretch the toes out, legs long, side to side, shoulders roll back. A beautiful sip of wine. I wanted to drink it on the left side, but I forgot to cue, so if you want and feel so inclined to have a little bit more. Usually not a Chardonnay drinker, but it's quite nice on a warm summer day. Shoulders roll, hands reach up. I got a nice portobello steak on the barbecue too. The finer things in life, food, wine, and yoga. Walk it out. Let your hands rest either on your shins, your ankles. Your hands can either wrap around your feet, your toes, anywhere that feels good. And as I mentioned, I'm working with a bit of a shin splint on my right foot, so if it ever does feel good to massage in some A535 tiger tail, I have the pain release from Sage. But all of the above can be such a nice complement for your yoga practice, especially yin. Coca cabello is another oil. Cabello is another oil. Coca cabello. So good for releasing tightness, tension. Relax the upper body, come back to the rhythms. Okay, know that the body will signal these tightnesses and tensions, the little cramps, the aches and pains for reasons. It can be giving us this sign to go with ease or pull back, take a day of rest. I mean, a full day, not even going restorative yin yoga with a vinyasa. Like a full day, maybe throw a bubble bath in. Our body is very, very smart, just as it is strong. From your forward fold, we'll slowly walk up. And I just had this shin splint form on that run. Funny how the body will signal. Come back to a cross-legged. Sit tall, sit with length. We have our final little twist here. So I'll give a little cheers, a beautiful practice. Thank you for sharing your time, honoring the space, again, virtual yoga style. And being a proponent of mixing wine and yoga with me. Let's slowly release onto the spine. When you're ready, roll back. If it feels good, even hug your knees and give yourself an embrace. Close the eyes. We'll bring in a little bit of fluid movement here. So let's take the nose to the knees. So on that inhale, nose comes up towards the knees. Really squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Shoulders come down. And wiggle the toes. Move the ankles around. Let's do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Nose to knees. Exhale, relax. Relax the shoulders. Wiggle the ankles. One more. Nose to knees. Exhale. Right knee stays in. Left leg goes long. Hold on to that right leg with the left hand. Reach, extend the right arm wide. We'll twist it out. Right knee coming to the left side. And now if you want, you can either take your foot to the knee to connect to the mat. If you have that space and it feels good to twist all the way through. If your hip is feeling a little tight, you can always back out of it. You can also place a block or a bolster underneath the knee and stay elevated. It's beautiful to add a little bit of a twist. So if you want to take your gaze to the right side and think about keeping the shoulders grounded, heart space nice and open. Everything that we've worked through tonight, today, and all of those mindful connections, those body movements, everything's coming full circle and really starting to manifest for you. That intention that you've been working on feeling so elevated at the height of who you are and what you are feeling right now. Be calm and certain. Everything is working in your favor. And I say that with love, and I say that with respect. As you show up day in, day out with an opportunistic view and outlook, that optimism, sharing your hustle, and inspiring others as you do, know and trust that everything will work in your favor through your journey. Slowly bring the right knee back in, give it a squeeze, give yourself some love. Extend that right leg long. And then we'll switch. So hug the left knee in now. Give the right leg a shake, let it come to the earth. Squeeze in the left a little bit tighter. And we're coming for a twist, so that right hand will hold onto the left knee, left arm sends out to the side, and you can either turn your gaze to look at the arm or keep it lifted to the sky. Take a deep breath at center. Exhale. Bring the left knee over to the right side. Get comfortable, get grounded. Think about rinsing, twisting your spine and the benefit that that has for the body and the length in each vertebrae. This calm, nurturing energy. This calm and certain energy. All your effort, all your hard work, and manifest greatness. And you think about the power and law of attraction. Like energy attracts like energy, just like the negative attracts the negative. But we are focusing on what we have, and that's that positive power, inspiring optimism, hustle, hard work. And know that as we continue emitting these waves of energy, that we will attract that likeness. And that's powerful, because in doing so, we get brighter and brighter. We kind of meet people that are going to be on our little army, our support, our encouragement, and we'll kind of release the energy that's no longer going to serve us, thus making us feel stronger, lifting us up a little bit closer to our goals. As I speak about this powerful energy, we got a little bit of a storm rolling in, and I think that is slightly intuitive to your power, the thunder that we're going to bring. One of my most favorite spin song classes is that Thunder by Imagine Dragons. Let's come out of the twist, hug in the knee, give yourself a squeeze. Send the left leg nice and long. Land in a Shavasana. Get relaxed. Close the eyes if it feels good. And you can stretch out. Take a star pose. You're feeling it, feeling larger than life. Let it all go. Relax the belly. Let it be soft. And I'll read for you a little close out, a little sign out a little positive intention for you to move forward with. It's about trusting each step. So take a deep breath and trust. Stay present for each step in your journey. Stay present for each step in the journey. We don't go from one place to another in a gigantic leap. We get there in increments by going through each feeling, each belief, each experience, one step at a time. Sometimes we pray for miracles. What we're really praying for is help in skipping steps, for shortcuts, for simple acts of acceptance, of returning to each step of our path. We can often bring us the miracle we need. So I'll repeat that. The simple act of acceptance, of returning to each step of our path, staying in the present, focusing on each step of our path, will bring us the miracle that we need. The real miracle is one always available to each of us. The miracle of acceptance. We can go where we want to go, one step at a time, one day at a time, one experience at a time. And you can break it down. And often we don't go from one place to another in a gigantic leap. We get there in increments by going through and processing all the feelings, the beliefs, the experiences. So stay present for each step of your journey. Trust each stage, each day, each moment, each feeling. And many things are possible for you, knowing that you can accept the fastest way is just one step at a time and enjoying it. Again, having those army of people, your support, trusting your power, your positivity, your hard work and your hustle, and one day at a time. And I'll leave you on your mats in Shavasana, sending you off with all the love, all the light, from my heart to yours, health and happiness. Namaste.